I'm Sarah, your host, a Wisconsin girl who is learning all about living in Missouri. Join me as I share fun conversations with local people and share my own reflections on navigating so many transitions. Thank you for making listening an itty-bitty habit to create a big impact in your life. Enjoy. Hello from Festus, Missouri. Sometimes in this world, within our days, within our busy, overwhelming, complex, frustrating lives, where sometimes within moments of our day, we feel there is so much going on, whether it's our to-do lists, or the people around us, or just outside circumstances that seem like they're swirling out of control, right? You have these moments where it feels hard to grasp and it feels hard to get a handle on all the things going on. It's really easy to allow that snowball to go bigger and bigger and bigger in our minds, whether you call it overwhelm or overthinking or maybe even anxiety, right? There's a lot sometimes going on within our internal state and within our external state. And today I wanted to share an itty-bitty aspect of my process of what I am practicing to do each day to shift how I feel. And it's really been making a difference not only for myself, but for my kiddos as well. So I am a big, firm believer in itty-bitty anything. Itty-bitty bites, itty-bitty behaviors, itty-bitty shifts, itty-bitty beliefs that we can choose to shift within our moments of our day or our days of the week or our weeks of the month or our months of the year, right? These little itty-bitty things can add up. So one itty-bitty thing that I have been doing where I am trying to be intentional about is choosing some sort of feeling or some sort of mantra for how I want to feel, not forever, but just for today. Because I do believe that when I can think about just for today, and sometimes it doesn't even have to be a full 12-hour day, maybe just for the next few hours, just for today, how do I want to feel? Because I don't think I can predict how I want to feel necessarily tomorrow. Positivity and gratitude are really great feelings that we can aspire to have, but I'm realistic that I may not want to feel that tomorrow. So when I can take a moment in my morning or within my moment of whenever I'm thinking about this, to tune into how do I want to feel just for today. And when I can make the choice, that feels really liberating to me. And so what I choose to do is I choose to feel a certain way. I identify it, I label it, and then I determine what does that feeling word mean to me. So sometimes I get really silly or fun or creative with this, and I'll make like an aligned acronym. And so maybe, so for example, my feeling word for today is gratitude. So then I'll think of what does gratitude really mean to me today? So today I want to choose to feel grateful. And if I take each letter of the word grateful and I give each letter meaning that assigns that feeling and that energy and that emotion, it helps for me to solidify that feeling. So then I think, okay, for me, grateful today means giving real, authentic thanks. I'm going to add in a little word, to embrace my fun, unique life. So grateful for me today means giving real, authentic thanks to embrace my fun, unique life. So for me, that means my unique life is not like anyone else's, and unique to me means sometimes there's positive things, sometimes there's negative things, sometimes there's challenges, sometimes there's winning moments, and that's all unique to my personal life. And I'm going to feel grateful for that. I'm going to give real, authentic thanks to embrace the life that I am living. And so to me, when I can tune in to have an intention for this feeling, for whatever reason, it allows my brain and my body and my mind, my soul, the whole works, to just kind of relax a little bit, to feel more comforted and at ease. That's what I want to focus on today, is that particular feeling. And yes, the feelings of overwhelm and anxiety and frustration and all the aspects that are outside of my control are still there. They're still valid. But for me, just for today, and sometimes I have to remind myself, maybe even just for this hour, that can all be true. And it can be true that I can also feel grateful within my mind and have that feeling of liberation and that feeling of, for me today, gratefulness. So it's helpful for me to come up with little mini mantras or these aligned acronyms that perhaps mean nothing to anyone else. And that's okay. But for me, just for today, because that's all I'm thinking about, it matters to me. And this is an itty-bitty reminder or invitation or a challenge to find what matters to you, to tune in. Maybe you don't identify as someone who has anxiety or overwhelm or frustration with other exterior, outside people or sources. That's awesome. But maybe there is an element of an itty-bitty aspect of your life that you can still implement for tuning into a feeling word or tuning into a mantra that could elevate you, that could uplift you, that could inspire you to make you feel a little bit more happy or a little bit more joyful or a little bit more content or a little bit more satisfied or a little bit more grateful in your life. It's all what we perceive. It's all the reality that we create within our own minds. And sometimes it just takes these itty-bitty shifts in our beliefs, which then can flow into our behaviors. And then all these little itty-bitty moments do add up to how we feel throughout our day, and then our weeks, and then our months, and then our years. So wishing you moments to determine what matters to you. And if it's a mini mantra or an itty-bitty inspiration or an idea that you can tune into to choose to feel or be just for today, how does that feel? I would always love to know. You can connect with me on all the social media channels or drop a comments wherever you're seeing or reading this, because I do also believe that when each of us shares what's going on with us, we can connect with others, and then that supports ourselves and others. That's a pretty cool thing. Thank you for taking a moment out to listen, to create an itty-bitty habit to make a big impact in your day. Make it a great day. Thank you so much for taking time out of your busy schedule to listen to this myfestus.com conversation. I hope that you have found some itty-bitty inspiring takeaways to make a big impact in your life. To create an even bigger impact in your life, check out my website, myfestus.com, to explore all the positive people and places you can experience around here, as well as learn about encouraging ways to navigate your own life transitions, no matter where you live. I also send out fun, encouraging emails so you can learn about all the new things and score a must-have deal of the week to save you some money as you support our local businesses. Just click on the subscribe button on the myfestus.com website to sign up. Thank you for making listening an itty-bitty habit to create a big impact in your life.